Have a nice day, guys. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is the question set 35. In my previous video, I insert data to user table. So we filled out user detail part. So now we want to fill out product detail part. Now I want to insert brand table data and product table data, good received note table data, and good received note item table data. All right. Now I have a special note on here. You can see it. So there is no invoice ID as a 4. Correct one is 3. So now you can see there's a 3 invoice ID only. Now there's a 4 invoice ID here. So we need to change it like a 3. So that is the only change on this question. So now I'm going to insert the query into now I need to write the bulk insert query to insert those details into brand table and all these tables. Now you know how to insert details. So insert into um, you need to mention the database name and table name. Table name is brand. So my brand name is brand ID is auto incremental. I need to mention brand name only, brand name, and value DSI. Okay. Now I give this semicolon at the end of the query, and now I need to do this thing as a bulk queries. So I'm going to insert these 3 details for this insert query. Okay. Now I already insert Bata, Nike, and Puma brand. So now execute them. We have some issues in brand ID. Let's see, brand ID. Oh, it is not auto incremental. So we need to uh, now we need to do it. So we have some issues in brand ID. So that's mean we can't insert them without brand ID. So now I will show you how to fix that thing. So I'm going to my ER diagram. So that is why I'm told you to save the ER diagram. Okay, now I'm going to my ER diagram. So where is my ER diagram at? Okay, there is my ER diagram. So and now I need to open it. I'm going to teach you the new lesson, new thing. So this is ER diagram. Now we need to fix the brand ID column in as a auto incremented column. So now this is the thing. So we don't tick this. We want to tick this, and now it's okay. Now how to do that? That is the question. When we forward engineer that, our all details are deleted. So we don't need to delete our details because we already insert all data to user table and yeah, we already insert the data to user tables, and we don't insert data to product table. If you think we insert all data to product table and something we got something mistake, we got some mistake at the end of the query, then what we can do when we forward engineer or delete our all data? So again we want to insert them. No, we don't need to do that. So we can go to this database option, and you can see there's a synchronize model option here. Control Shift and Z, you can use it as a shortcut keys. And synchronize model, when we click on that, we can update our column status. I mean, that's we can update our primary keys, auto incremented issues like that without deleting any data. So now I need to next. I need to click next, and execution complete successfully. Fetch finished. Now we can next them. Now this is the database. We want to select that, and I'm retrieval complete. Now you can see there is no issues showing. So now you can exit. This is the DDL. We don't need it. Synchronization complete successfully. So now you can close it and save the model, and you can now close it. And I'm going to hide SQL now. Now when we no, we don't need to. So now I'm going to refresh the things. Okay. Now you can see my brand ID column is not incremented in previous. Now it is auto incremented. Now you can see it. Now you can clearly understand how to synchronize the model. So it is good when I have a chance to explain you how to synchronize our database. So yeah, now we can insert our data into brand table. So I'm going to execute the query. Now it's okay. Now you can go to brand table and it's okay. It's all okay. All right. When we have some issues, don't afraid or don't think about it. We have a ER diagram. If we have a saved ER diagram model, it is nothing for us because we can go to saved model and synchronize. We can fix the issues and synchronize the model. All right. Now I'm going to insert data into product table. So product table data, we have to insert these 5 items. So I am going to insert those 5 items. So okay, I am giving you some minutes to some seconds to see the query. So insert into Aradia shoe center, that is our database name. I mentioned it, and using dot operation, I get the uh, table name, exact table name, and these are the table columns. We don't need to insert the product ID because product ID is auto incrementing. Description, brand ID, like that. So now you can see it. These are data. So now I'm going to execute it. Yeah, no issues found. You can go to product table. There's the product table at okay. Uh, data sheet. You can see the data, and they are all good. So now I'm going to insert the GRN table data. So we have 5 data here. I'm going to insert that data using bulk insert queries. Now I insert the data. So this is the date time. So we have time also. There is a time. So we need to insert the time. So use ID and yeah, we already made all data. So now we want to execute it. Okay, GRN table is also good. Let's see. Okay, now it's okay. You can see it. And now we want to insert data into stock table. So it is so simple because we have to insert integer values only. So you can see quantities 20, 30, 40, 31, like that. We don't need to type anything. So before do that, we want to insert GRN item table. We want to insert data. So this is there is also integers only. So let's see, we have 5 details here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now you can see those are all values, integer values, 35,500, like that. All are integer values. So simple. And execute it. I think GRN item has some issues. Let's see. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we can't do this because we don't insert data into stock table. So SQL are finding where is the stock ID. That SQL is confused. So that is why we have some errors. So we don't enter some data into a stock ID. SQL can't find it. So he's confused now. Now we need to insert the stock ID details. So yeah. Okay. And now, okay, 3, 4, 5. Now we can execute it. And now stock table data filled. it's all good. And now I need to now I can enter this what enter this grn item table data. Okay, let's insert invoice table and invoice item details. So let's comment that for detail. Uh, all right, invoice table data. So invoice table data, we need to insert invoice date and use ID only. So it's good. Uh, so we don't need any errors. So I need to change the user IDs because I already missed some user ID. 4 and 8. Now it's okay. I'm executing it. Invoice data. All right. Good. Now it's okay. Now I need to insert invoice item ID data. So insert item ID. I already show you. There is no invoice ID as a 4. Correct one is 3. So you need to correct this as a 3. So now we need to insert invoice ID data. So I insert them quantity, invoice ID, stock ID. So yeah, now I think this is okay. If it is not, our issue is in stock ID. Let's see. Yeah, that query reads clearly. So we can, yeah. Now what is the problem in GRN item? That is the problem. So yeah, let's go and cannot add or update a child or a foreign key concentrate fail. Earlier choose enter GRN item concentrate GRN item GRN one. Yeah, there is some issues. I think I get it. So let's go to GRN item. ID. I need to fix that. Give me some minutes to do that. All right, guys. Finally, I found the mistake. So that is issue in my question paper. So now you can see there's a GRN ID here. There's no two value, 1, 3, 4, 5. So this GRN ID is auto incremented. So we insert data like 1, 2, 3, 4. So no 5 value. You can see it if I show you. Go into my GRN ID table. So GRN table. So GRN ID 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are trying to insert value like a 5. So we need to insert value 4. So yeah, now I need to change those things because let's change grn id. So we have 1. We want to be changed like 2, and 4 might change like a 3 and 4. Now it's want to be okay because we don't have any fifth grn item. So we don't have any record using a 5 value. That is the wrong in the question. So you can see where see it. So now we can execute it. Yeah, now it execute well. So that is the problem. So I failed to understand that. Now it's okay. Uh, correct. I made some mistake. I think we have to insert 5 values only. So okay. Uh, this is so annoying. So, yeah. Now let's execute that and okay. Now I'm going to data table, and yeah, now it's okay. So when I correct the mistake, it added automatically. That's why we have a lot more records on there. So now it's okay. We have clearly see it. Now it's all good. So that is the problem. That's all the problem about GRN ID. So if you watch this until the end, you can find out what are the errors and how I can face them. And yeah, my recording is okay. Okay. Now we already did all the questions, and we already insert all the data into tables. So yeah, now it's all good. So now we can end up the session. I think you can pretty much understand about what I'm doing. So we have some issues in this with these insert queries, but in my 34th question set, we don't have any issues. We already do everything fine. So but it not a problem. We when we have some challenges, we have to get it in our life. Okay. Now I'm going to wind up my session. So I will catch you guys in my 36th question set. So we have to we have to create some views. So you don't know how to create a view in SQL. I think you don't know about it. So that's a new part of that question set. So I'm going to wind up my session. Peace.